Hello everyone and welcome back to Next Stitch Designs with me Sylvia. In today's video I'm going to show you how to crochet this very easy winter hat. So for this hat I have some leftovers from my previous project, which was my Kurt Cobain jumper. So I will be using this leftovers, so check for the label that video Kurt Cobain jumper. So it's a Aran weight yarn and I use about 150 grams of each color, so 150 grams of red and 150 grams of this dark gray color, but of course you could use any colors you like or prefer. Also I will be using 5mm hook. You will need some stitch markers, pair of scissors, some clips, tape measure, and also the optional you will need one button to attach the pom-pom if you like to wear the pom-poms. Of course, if you don't need the button. I like to use these pom-poms with the elastic. So for this hat we will be using this beautiful houndstooth stitch. So I use this dark gray and red. Of course you can use any colors you like or prefer. So as you can see, these colors go super well together. So here we will be adding the ribbing later on, and this will be the top part of your hat. Of course, if you want, you can start with the red first and then work with the dark gray. It's totally up to you what color you prefer to start with. And then once we are done with this last row, we will work on our ribbing, and of course you could choose the color you prefer. So for this hat I have done 25 rows, but this hat can be made in any size. Simply we will create the chain, and the chain needs to be any odd number, and the chain needs to wrap comfortably around your hat. So this is the most important part. So your chain needs to be any odd number and they need to wrap around your head comfortably. So for any adult size or teenager head size, I would recommend 71. So first I am going to show you on a small sample how to work on this houndstooth stitch. Then we will fasten off here and we will add the ribbing. Once we have the ribbing, we will create the seam and close our head here at the top, and then we will attach the pom-pom. But to show you better on the camera how to work on that houndstooth stitch, I'll be using these two light colors, and also I created a hooded scarf with this beautiful houndstooth stitch, which you will find the card in the right top corner, and also in my playlist crochet stitches I have a tutorial how to work on this stitch as well in a very deep detail. So first, the measurements for this hat. So I have about 22.5 inches. and about 9 inches, and then we will add the ribbing. So now I am going to show you on this small sample how to work on this houndstooth stitch. Remember, I have a tutorial in crochet stitches playlist as well. Hold your yarn like so, wrap it around your 2 fingers and create a cross. Go under this first one, on top of the second one, pull it down and twist your hook. And now you have this slip knot. For this head, you will need to chain any odd number. Odd number means 1, 3, 5, and so on. So for this head, we chained 71, but for this small sample I will chain a short chain to show you how to work on this stitch. So I chained for this sample 21, but remember this is only the sample piece. So for your head, chain 71 like me, or any odd number. So once you have your chain, we are going to work into this second chain from the hook or stitch if you like, and we will work single crochet like so. For each row you will always start with single crochet and you will always end up with double crochet like so. So now we have single crochet. Into the next stitch you will work double crochet. So yarn over, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2, and that's your double crochet. Into the next stitch you will work again single crochet. Into the next stitch work double crochet. Into the next stitch single crochet. Into the next stitch work double crochet like so, and that's how we are going to repeat it all the way across. Single crochet, double crochet, then single crochet, double crochet, and so on. And for each row you will start with single crochet and finish with double crochet. So continue working like so all the way across for this row 1. Now I'm finishing this first row and I have done double crochet here. So next one will be single crochet, and as I said, each row you will start with single crochet and finish with double crochet. But before we finish each row, we will change the color first. So work on your double crochet as you would normally. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through first 2 loops. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Do not fasten off. We will always finish like this. Leave it like so. And now we will bring our second color. So you will always finish with double crochet, but before you finish your double crochet, you will always bring another color. So you will have unfinished double crochet first. We will attach another color and then we will finish our double crochet. So place your second color on your hook like so and pull through those 2 loops you still had on your hook. Now make it a little bit tighter so those loops will get together nice and tight. Now chain 1 like so, and that's how we are going to finish your double crochet. Now turn your work and now we will work straight under the chain 1. So you will work with your gray color in this second row, but we do not fasten the blue color because we will carry it over. So as we work with the gray color, we will be also working with this blue color, but we will be hiding as we work on our row 2. So now with this gray color, you will work single crochet, but this blue color you will hold like this, and then you will work single crochet inside here, this space straight under your chain 1. Okay, so hold it like this, lift it a little bit so you can see. Now insert your hook like so, yarn over the gray one and work on your single crochet like so. So we can start this row 2. But make sure this blue yarn is inside the single crochet like so. So now again you will work single crochet, double crochet. So into the next stitch you will work double crochet. But as you work, make sure this blue yarn is inside your stitches like this. So into the next stitch, single crochet. Into the next stitch, double crochet again. Make sure you holding that blue yarn and you carry it over. So I have into the next stitch, I will work double crochet, hold your yarn like so, and also the blue one on top of your stitches like this. Into the next one, single crochet. Into the next one, double crochet again, and so on. You will simply repeat what we did in row 1. So now I'm nearly at the end, but remember, still holding the blue one on top like so as we work. So I have done double crochet here. Next one will be single crochet, and again we are here at the end, and we will work again double crochet, but we will not finish it. Okay, so insert your hook, yarn over, you will have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through first 2. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, and now it will be much easier. Now to finish this row 2, you will finish with the blue one. So make sure you will bring your blue one now like so and finish your double crochet like so. Now we are going to chain 1 with the blue one to start row 3. So we chain 1 and now we are going to turn our work. So for this third row we will carry over this light gray color as we did before with the blue color. So now we chain 1, and under the chain 1 is a space, and we will work again single crochet first. So I show you where to, right here under this chain of 1. So you will work single crochet right here. But remember, you will carry over this gray color. Okay, so hold it like so. Make sure the yarn is on top and work single crochet. Now we're working with the blue color, but we carry over the gray color. Okay, so again, right here you will work single crochet. So chain 1 with the blue color, because we will be working with the blue color for this row 3. So insert and work single crochet like so. Make sure the gray color you will carry over. So into the next stitch work double crochet, into the next stitch work single crochet, but make sure this gray color is on top. We will carry over to the other side like so. So we need to hide it as we work on our stitches. So work single crochet, into the next one work double crochet, into the next one work single crochet, and so on. So you will work like so all the way across. Single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, but you will carry over this gray color as we work with this blue one. So we are finishing this row 3. So I have double crochet here, single crochet into the next one, double crochet, and again single crochet into the next one. And now we are at the end of this row 3, and we already know we will work double crochet, but we will not finish it. So we have 3 loops on our hook. Now yarn over and pull through first 2, and now bring the gray color again, place it on your hook, and finish your double crochet with the gray color, because the next row we will work with the gray color. So make sure you won't get tangled, because when I work on this stitch I always get tangled. Chain 1 and turn your work. Remember, chain 1 with the gray color, because in this row we will work with the gray color and we will carry over the blue color. So now again we will work right here under this chain of 1. So this is your chain of 1, and we will work like so. So hold it on top. So when you work, you will carry over this blue yarn. So work single crochet, but now we are working with the gray color, but we will carry over the blue color. So work your first single crochet like so. Make sure you hold the blue color, into the next stitch double crochet, into the next stitch single crochet, and carry over this blue yarn on top of your stitches like so. So that's how you are going to continue working on your houndstooth stitch. So again, here I am at the end. I have completed my double crochet, now single crochet, and the last one will be my unfinished double crochet. So pull through first 2, place blue one on your hook, and finish your double crochet with the blue one, because the next row we will work with the blue and we will carry over the gray. Chain 1, turn your work. Now we will carry over the gray color, but we will work with the blue color. Again, under this chain of 1 is a space, and we will work single crochet right there, and we will carry over the gray one, and we will work single crochet with the blue one, and this row with the blue color. So single crochet first, the next one will be double crochet, next one will be single crochet, and so on. So we already know how to start and how to finish each row, and we already know how to change those colors as well. So you will work on your head like this. So you will work on your head. And one more thing I wanted to tell you, before you finish, you need to decide what color you want your ribbing. So if you want your ribbing with the blue color, your last row should be with the blue color. If you want your ribbing to be gray, your last row should be with the gray color. So once you have as many rows as you need, so I have done 25, but if you want your head to be more slouchy, my one is slouchy, but some people like it very slouchy, you can add more rows. So now I am going to show you how to fasten off your head. So I have completed single crochet, but now into this last stitch I will work normal double crochet with this blue color. So I have done double crochet with the blue color, and I am going to cut this gray color like so, and to fasten off I will go into this gray row below like this. One more time so you can see better, and I will pull it through. Now I will create a loop like this, and then I will pull the end through and make a knot. So simply fasten off like this. And I fasten off the gray one because I want my ribbon to be blue, so I will work with this blue one on my ribbon. So chain one and turn your work. So my last row is with the blue color because my ribbon will be also blue. So now, before we start to work on ribbon, we will work in every stitch across single crochet. And this row of single crochet will be our preparation row before we start to work on our ribbon. So one single crochet in each stitch across, like so. So if you want your ribbon with the gray color, you will do exactly the same thing what I'm doing now, but your last row will be with the gray color, and you will also do single crochet row with the gray color. So I'm here at the end, my last single crochet. And now we can work on our ribbon. So for my ribbon, I decided to chain 5 and then I will add one more. Now, if you want your ribbon to be longer, you can go longer, but don't forget to chain 1. The chain 1 will be your turning chain. So I will chain 5 for my ribbon and then I will add one more. That one more will be my turning chain. So now we will work on our ribbon. If you want it longer, you would simply double it, so you could just fold it in half and have this like a double ribbons. But for me, I decided to go only with 5 plus 1. So I chain 5 plus 1, and the 1 is my turning chain. Now into the second chain from the hook, you will work single crochet. And you will work single crochet all the way down, and from now on I will have only 5 single crochet, as you can see, and that will be my ribbon. So now once you have it all the way down, you are going to turn it like so. Okay, so turn it, and where is this space here, we won't work there because that's a part of our starting chain. Okay, so ignore this space, and into the next stitch you will work slip stitch, and into the next stitch you will work slip stitch. Okay, I also have video how to attach ribbon to your project, so I will leave card in the right top corner. So find the next stitch and work slip stitch. Find the next stitch and work slip stitch again. Now we are going to turn our work. We are going to skip those 2 slip stitches, so 1 and 2, and find the next stitch and work single crochet but under the back loop only. So we have single crochet, but we will work under the back loops. So place the loop on your hook again, turn your work, skip those 2 slip stitches, find a stitch and work single crochet, back loop only 1, single crochet, back loop only second stitch, single crochet back loop only third stitch, and single crochet back loop only fourth stitch. Into the last one here at the top of your ribbing, you will always work single crochet but under the both loops, so under the full stitch, like so. And this way your ribbing will be much stronger and nicer. Now chain one and turn your work, and that's how we are going to work on your ribbing. So now we chain one, we will skip the chain one, and we will work single crochet back loop only into the second stitch, like so, for 1, 2, into the third one, into the fourth one, and into the fifth stitch, single crochet back loop only, like so. And you should still have 5 stitches, like me, if you chain 5 plus 1. So now this space here, you will ignore it because that's a part of your last row. We will work slip stitch into the next one and slip stitch into the next one right here. So ignore this space here, work slip stitch into the next and slip stitch into the next, like so, and turn your work. Skip one slip stitch and the second one. Work single crochet back loop only 1, single crochet back loop only into second one, single crochet back loop only into the third one and into the fourth one, like so. We are here at the top and we will work single crochet under the full stitch, like so. Chain one and turn your work. And this is your beautiful ribbing, as you can see. So we are here at the top, we will skip the chain one and we will work single crochet back loop only all the way down. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now again, this is the space which we are going to ignore, and we will work slip stitch into the next and slip stitch into the next. We will always have 2 slip stitches, like so. Turn your work, skip those 2 slip stitches and work single crochet back loop only all the way up. And when you get to your last stitch, we already know, work single crochet under the full stitch, chain one and turn your work. And that's how we are going to work on your ribbing for your head. So you will work on your ribbing in all these stitches all the way across to your last stitch, like so. And once you have your ribbing completed, we will work on our head. So I will show you how to complete the top and the seam. So before we do so, we are going to finish this head. And my ribbing will be with the gray color, so my last row will be also with the gray color. But we need to fasten off this red color as we did on our sample. So I am going to cut it off, leave this gray because we'll be working on our ribbing later. Insert your hook in the row below and pull through the red end like we did on the sample. So now create this loop and bring the end through the loop like so and fasten off. Pull it really nice and tight, and then we will hide it later on. Now chain one, and we will do exactly the same what we did on our sample. So because my ribbing will be gray, I will finish my last row with the gray color, and now we will do this preparation row. So we will work single crochet in every stitch across, like so. Once you come to your last stitch, do not fasten off because we'll be working on our ribbing. And I am finishing here. So my last single crochet like so, and again for the ribbing. As I said when we were working on the sample, you can go as long as you like. So as you can tell here on these light colors we could see much better. That's why I decided to work on this small sample first and then to finish our head together. So I will chain 5 and then I will add one more, so exactly the same what I did on my sample, but of course you could go as long as you like. Just remember to add one more and the one more will be your turning chain. So now into the second stitch you will work single crochet and you will work single crochet all the way down as we did on our sample, and from now on you should have only 5 stitches. So I have 5 plus 1, so I chain 6, and then one more was my turning chain. So from now on I will always have only 5 stitches. Now turn it like so. Again, ignore this space here and work slip stitch into the next, slip stitch into the next. Turn your work. We are going to skip those 2 slip stitches as we did on our sample, as it is a little bit trickier to see on this dark gray and the red. That's why I was working on that sample with you, so you know what I'm doing now. So work single crochet, back loop only, all the way up for 4 stitches, and the last one, fifth one, is under the full stitch, and you will always work here at the top your last stitch under the full stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now again work single crochet, back loop only, all the way down like so. The last one is always hiding very well. Ignore that space right here and find the next stitch, work slip stitch, and next stitch, work slip stitch. Turn your work, skip those 2 slip stitches, and you will work exactly the same as I showed you on the sample right here. So now I am nearly at the end. I chain 1 and I'm going to work single crochet, back loop only, all the way down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one. And as you can see I have only 1 stitch left, so I will do slip stitch like so. Now I will chain 1, and as you can see this will be my last row. So now we are going to leave a long yarn end like so we can sew the seam and the top of our head. So about 1.5 meters to 2 meters should be enough. Okay, so leave your long yarn and cut it off, and now we can fasten off like so. So pull that long yarn end through that chain of 1 like so, and it should be nice and tight. So now we are ready to create a seam. Before we do so, we are going to count our ribbing. When they go like this, it means 2 ribbings. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. So altogether for my head I have 73 rows. In measurements, my ribbing is about 1.5 inch. So we have all the measurements all together from the top. With my ribbing, I have about 10.5 inches. So this is our head prepared for the next step. As you can see, this is the wrong side of my head and it looks amazing as well. So I think you could use any side you prefer to be as your right side, but I will be using this side as my right side. So now we will create the seam and then we will finish the head at the top. So fold it like so, so your right sides are together. Before we do so, we are going to hide all these ends. So simply just hide the ends as good as you can. Gray end in the gray row and red ends in the red rows. So I pick this as my right side. So make sure the wrong side is on top. So the right sides are together like so. So now we are going to work on our seam. Before we do so, I am going to thread this long yarn end as I want to get to this corner right here. So simply just thread it like so and get to that corner as we want to create the seam, and we want to start from that corner right here. So simply just pull it and get to that corner like so. So now we are ready to work on our seam. So these corners should be matching, and also as you work, make sure your rows are matching. So before we start to sew, I like to use these clips. They are just amazing. So as you can see here, rows should be matching all the way up. So also as you sew, please check on this as it is very important, so your rows will be blending in nicely, so it will be invisible, that seam. So these clips are really great to keep your crochet projects together like so. So I use these clips a lot and they are just great. So if you don't have these clips, you could also use the pegs. So let's get started. So I will start in this corner right here, and I like to do 2 to 3 stitches in the corner as you will be putting your head on and off. So it's better to have 2 to 3 stitches and make it much stronger this way. So once you have your 2 to 3 stitches, make sure you won't get tangled as I always do. So once you have it, we are ready to sew all the way up. So as you work, get the clips out of the way. I like to place my finger between the layers, and I will start to sew from the inside like so. Again, I will go from the inside like this, make it nice and tight, and again go from the inside. And that's how I am going to sew all the way up. And as I sew, I keep my finger between the layers so it's much easier to see. And also please don't forget that you will have to check if your rows are matching, as it is very important with this stitch. So this is my ribbon completed, and now we'll be working all the way up, sewing like so. So I am here at the top, as you can see, and I have last few stitches here, and again here at the top, make sure you get to your very last stitch. So this is our seam completed. Once you have it, before we continue, we will check our seam from the right side, and now as you can see, the rows are matching very well and they're blending in together, so you can't really see the seam. So we go to the top of our head, and now we are ready to close our head. So we will go all the way around like so. So you will work on your stitches like this. So work this running stitch like so, and as you work, you can slowly start to gather. Remember, we are still on the wrong side. So simply work like so, do few stitches, and then gather again. Not too much, just a little bit, as it can be tricky to work with this long yarn end. So you will work close to the edge like this, and make sure the stitches are not too big. So you will work all the way around, and as you work on this running stitch, you will slowly gather your head as well. So once you come to your seam here, I show you what to do next. So simply continue. Gathering and working on your running stitch. So you can go all the way around once or twice. So simply do exactly the same what you did for the first time. You can do it twice and gather. So now, as you can see here, I am close to that seam, and I decided to go one more time so it's much stronger. So as you can see, as we were gathering, it will be a little bit more trickier. So try to do exactly what you did. If you want, you could stretch it a little bit so you can see better, but you will simply do exactly the same, working on your running stitch. So I am finishing here. Where is my seam? And I went all the way around twice. Now I will pull it really tight like so until you have a really small gap in the middle. So just go as tight as you can. Now I like to grab it like this. So make it as tight as possible first, And once you can't go any tighter, we will close this gap right in the middle. So I like to hold it like this and then work on few stitches so we can close this gap in the middle completely, as you can see here. So do as good as you can. And remember, we are still on the wrong side. So just close it as good as you can, like this. Few stitches across, and again few stitches across from each side. So you won't have any gap in the middle. Nice and tight. So once you are happy and there is no visible gap in the middle, do not fasten off, because I am going to attach a button so we can attach the pom-pom. So I think they should be just perfect. Few stitches here. So now, before we continue, we are going to check from the right side. And now, as you can see, there is no more gap at all. So now you have two options. If you don't want to wear this hat with the pom-pom, you will simply just fasten off on the wrong side, and this is your top. So if you don't want this hat with the pom-pom, you will just fasten off and you will be done. But because I want this hat with the pom-pom in the future, I will use this pom-pom and I will show you how to attach the button. So in the future the button can be there, but you can, and also you don't have to wear it with the pom-pom, this hat. So it's totally up to you. So before we continue, choose the button. Now I like to choose the button so my yarn needle can go through. Just make sure your buttons got bigger holes, for example like this one. So first we are going to sew the button, and then I show you how to attach the pom-pom to the button. Now your head is on the wrong side, so once we close that gap we did not fasten off, and now we are going to sew the button. So of course I sew my button this way, but if you have your preferred way, don't be afraid to use your way to attach the button. So I like to sew my button just like this, easy peasy way. So just 2 to 3 stitches, just to make sure the button is nice and secured, like this, nice and tight. So just like this, nice and tight, and then I will just finish it like this 2 to 3 times, like so, to lift that button a little bit and fasten off like so. Like this, and our button is prepared. So in the future you can wear pom-pom or you don't have to, but you have this option. If you like to wear it with your pom-pom, you have this button hidden inside like this. The seam is here, so I will turn it the right way so the seam is at the back. I like to wear my hats with the seam at the back. So this is your head completed. This is your button attached. And now I show you how to attach the pom-pom. So insert your smaller hook. I will be using this 3mm hook. Insert it from the wrong side. Remember, this is your wrong side. Where is your button? And now bring the pom-pom and place that elastic on your hook like so. Pull through, stretch that loop, and pull it over your button like this. Super easy, very, very clever. And now you have your pom-pom attached. So in the future, if you don't want it, simply just take it off and you can wear this hat two ways, with pom-pom or without. So you have these two options. And I think this hat looks amazing with the pom-pom. I really love this hat and it's so Christmassy and very, very beautiful. I love this houndstooth stitch and also the pom-poms. Now, if you don't want to wear the pom-pom, you will simply take it off like so, stretch the elastic and remove it like so. And now your head is without a pom-pom. So it's totally up to you if you are going to wear it with or without. And this is it. This is our beautiful hat. Super easy to make. Really, really lovely. You can make it in any colors you like or prefer, with or without a pom-pom. Of course, you can change the pom-pom for different color. Totally up to you. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to like it, share it, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel Unique Stitch Designs for more ideas from me, Sylvia. And please don't forget to find me on social medias. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and TikTok. Thank you very much for watching.